If you've never solved a Rubik's Cube before, hopefully you clicked on this video with the intent of watching the whole thing, and you will. You'll be able to solve the Rubik's Cube by the end of this video all by yourself. There's really not much to memorize, but we'll get to more of that later. So before we start, we gotta understand some of the basics. You might say the anatomy of a Rubik's Cube. So I'm using the, if you want to know, the MoYu RS3 M 2020, which, contrary to your, or to my original Rubik's brand Rubik's Cube that was, I think, over $20, this was about $7, and it is a very good cube. I really recommend it, and it's a really good one for beginners and pros alike. On the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, which is what I have here, there are 3 different pieces. This is really important to know when you first start. So the first piece, the centerpiece, you can see them here. They don't move. They never will move. White will always be opposite of yellow, whatever you do. Green will always be opposite of, or orange will always be opposite of red. Blue will always be opposite of green, and that's good to know. All the opposites, kind of just get to know that. Blue and green are opposite. White, yellow are opposite. Red and orange are opposite. Next is the edge piece, and if I took it out, you'd be able to see what it looks like, but I don't want to do that right now. Edge piece, yeah, and then the corner piece, and that's all. There's just 3 different kinds of pieces, and really these 2 are the only ones that move around. So keep that in mind. You'll see how the pieces move together, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. Another thing that we need to know before we start is something we can really take to our advantage, and that is the fact that any pattern repeated will take it back to its original state. Now that doesn't mean that you can mess it up, do that, and it'll solve itself. Well, that just means it'll take it back to its original state. So you can take that to advantage, and we'll see how in the very last step how we can do that. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're finally ready to start. Let's scramble it up. There we go. Just scrambled it randomly. The first step, step 1, is making the cross. So I'll tell you what I mean. Find the white centerpiece right here. What this step is doing is taking all the white edge pieces and putting it around right here. So one is already there. One is right over here. I can go like that, and I made a cross. Just ignore that edge piece, or the corner piece, I mean. But that's what the white cross is supposed to look like. Now we're not completely done. These edge pieces, while having white on them, the other color needs to align with the centerpiece. So these don't work. This is really intuitive, something that you need to figure out on your own. So just play with the cube, make the white cross, but make sure that the colors match their 2 centers right here. So the white, and then the red, blue, orange, and green, that they match over here. That's really important. And that is the first step. That's the white cross. The second step is F2L, which stands for first 2 layers. And if you look right here, you might be able to notice that it's kind of coming together. We're doing it layer by layer instead of side by side, as you might think primitively. So that's what we're doing here. So the first step for F2L is find all the white corner pieces. Looking around the cube, I noticed this one, the white, green, and orange corner piece, and that needs to go right here. And you can notice that by the centers: white, green, orange. So to get that in there, there's a simple 3-move insert that we call it to put that in there. So with the white, which is the bottom color, facing this way, you can lift this side up, move this piece in here to match with the white, and back down. This is really something that you might, in my experience, a lot of people get confused with, might not make sense right away. The thing that is the best teacher is playing with the cube yourself, figuring out what everything does. That's really the best. So this one is face up. This white piece is face up, so it wouldn't work exactly how we did it there. So when it's faced up, just lift this side up, carry it over, put this back down, as to make sure not to mess up your edge pieces that you worked so hard on, and bring it around, and then do what we did before. So I would move it back out of the way, move this side up, make sure this is matching, and then bring it back down. We got it. Next is the red and blue. Like it's facing this way, I would face it away, lift this red side up, take this over here, matching, and then move it all down. Okay? Lastly is this green and red. It's already in there, but it's the wrong way. So just take it out. So do the opposite of the insert. I would do that for this case. But take it out and put it back in is the idea there. Put it back in properly. So let's move it out. Move this side up. Slip this in there and move it back down. So we got it. That's the first layer. So once you inserted all the corner pieces into the first layer, it's time to insert the edges, and that's pretty easy. A little harder than inserting the corners, but you'll get a hang of it. So I want to start with the orange and blue, and the corner that I need is right here, or the edge I need is right here, and it needs to go right there. So first thing you do is bring the corner around to the front, where you see, and match the front color of the edge, which is orange in this case. Match it to the center, to the correct center. Now it needs to go in here, right? So, which is the blue side. So because it needs to go in this right slot, the first step you do is, after you've matched it, is move it away. Move it away from that spot that you need it in. The next step is to lift that spot up. Then the next step is to take this edge back in here to match it up. Then put this side back down. And what you notice that just happened is it paired these two pieces together. Paired them together. That's what we need. So now, just insert it like normal. That's what I would do, is put it over here, lift this side up, put this back down, and put this back down. Alright, do that with the other ones. There. The first two layers is done. The next step, let's go on, is to make another cross, believe it or not. So, to make the yellow cross at the top, don't care about the corner pieces just yet. Only look at the edge pieces. And you'll notice is that they make 3 common patterns with the edge pieces, besides the cross, of course, which is the goal. And right now there's a line. You can also have a arrow. Just look at the edge pieces. Remember, you can also have an arrow, which is like this, and you can also have a dot. You can also have a dot. So those are the 3 patterns that you might recognize. But we have a line. And so we're going to do some steps to make the cross, so just follow along. Put the line horizontally right here and do exactly what I do. Move the front face clockwise. Turn the right side up. Turn the top side counterclockwise. Turn the right side back down. Turn the top face counterclockwise. And turn the front side back counterclockwise. You'll see now we have achieved a cross. If you come upon an arrow like this, make sure the arrow points this way or has the 2 corner pieces or edge pieces, top and left, and face it this way, and do that twice, what we just did. So again, that's front face clockwise, right side up, top side clockwise, right side down, top side counterclockwise, front side counterclockwise, back down. And then we have a line, so do that again. If you find you come across a dot, do that set of steps again until you get, and you'll get a different scenario. There's the arrow, there's the line, and there's the cross. Once you have achieved the cross, the next step is to permutate the cross edge pieces so that they're correct all the way around. As you can see, only the green side is correct. The blue, orange, and red are not. So let's do another set of steps to fix that. With one of the edge pieces correctly positioned, like this green one, to its green centerpiece, hold it in front and do this, exactly what I do. Right side up, top side clockwise, right side down, top side clockwise, right side up, top side 2 times, and right side down. As you can see, that still didn't fix it, so let's do it one more time. Right side up, top side clockwise, right side down, top side clockwise, right side up, top side clockwise, twice, doesn't matter which direction, and right side back down. And look at that, all of the edge pieces are now aligned. Once you've correctly permutated all the edges in the top layer, the next step is to permutate all the corner pieces. If you notice, this is the only corner piece that's correctly permutated. This is in the right spot. It's not oriented the right way, but we'll worry about that later. You can see the other ones are in the wrong spot. So this set of steps will correct that. If there is one corner piece that's correctly permutated already, hold that to the bottom right. If there's nothing, it doesn't matter where you hold it. Do exactly what I do. Left side up, top side clockwise, right side up, top side counterclockwise, left side down, top side clockwise, right side down, top side counterclockwise. Now you can see that just permutated all our edge pieces, our corner pieces. And some of them, luckily enough, even oriented themselves. That's pretty lucky. Do you remember at the start where I said any repeated pattern will take you to original state? Well, we can use that to our advantage right now. While holding the corner that needs to be permutated, right here, do what I do. I like to hold it like this because it's faster, but you can hold it however you want. Right side down, bottom side counterclockwise, right side up, bottom side clockwise, right side down, bottom side counterclockwise, right side up, important, bottom side back clockwise. That just flipped this corner. You can repeat that over and over and over again, and it will rotate that corner, as you can see, until it is correct. And the other thing you'll notice is that if I keep doing this, it'll bring this back to its original state. So, rotate this corner and make sure to do that last move that I said was important. And now rotate this top layer and do the exact same thing to this corner. This corner will rotate, and in the process this bottom layer will complete the pattern and solve itself. You're done. I would suggest practicing that move again and again and again until you can do it really fast. I found just after doing it for a while that I hold it kind of weird, like this. There you go. It's done.